welcome. I'm the Alloy announcer, and I've got my very best friend here, Dope. Say hello, Dope.
What's going on, fellas? Your friendly neighborhood gamer, Super Dope here, and we have the Stage 3 finals coming up for you. It's VRespawn versus Alpha Derezz. Both of these teams have been performing extremely well throughout the entirety of this stage. Both giants here in the ECFL, and we are expecting and predicting some incredible things out of both of these teams. Our first map of the day is going to be a payload map. It's going to be Fission. Both teams pretty good at this map. So do you have any predictions, Robo, for this one?
I talked to VRespawn earlier today when I was playing with some Minecraft with Vex earlier today, and it seemed they were pretty confident about it. But we saw some staggering gameplay out of Alpha Derezz yesterday, honestly astonishing, and it had some ups and downs yesterday. They got stomped one part on Fission and then did really well in the other part, so it's been back and forth for them. So I honestly don't really have any predictions for this one. Like, Alpha D has really shown up to the table, and they're ready to go, throw down for it. VRespawn have always been giants in the scene, but you know, we'll see what they've got. They're still running
definitely. Both
phase
these
on
teams
Vex, so
strong.
that'll be interesting.
Yeah, VRespawn has been running phase a lot in the past bunch of games, especially in the second half of Stage 3. Vex really enjoying running that phase, getting a lot of value sometimes. We have seen them struggle with it though in the previous games to find that value, but when they are using it well, they do extraordinarily well with that. So
yeah,
we'll see how that works out for them today. Yeah.
So if you want us in the ready ups, we can get this show on the road. Because remember, this is a best of 5 map. Yesterday we saw all 5 maps in an almost 2-hour-long series. So maybe we'll see something similar today. You never know. At the very least, we'll be seeing 3 maps today, which is the longest normal ECFL games can go. So we're in for the long haul.
Yeah, we saw that last one go the distance. That was really exciting. Game 5. Maybe we'll see Game 5 again today. That'd be kind of epic.
That would be awesome, yeah. Still, right now, this is the Stage 3 finals, and whoever loses here goes to LCQ. And that will be, right now we're looking at a single elimination, multiple week tournament for that, seeded based on the overall ECFL record for each team. So that'll be good to see. We'll pull one more member out of that. And then we will have our grand final winners. We'll have our grand final contestants, I should say.
Attack squad
and then we
ready.
will see who wins the first ECFL season.
Alright, let's do this.
Looks like we got one ready up coming through here. We're on our way here, starting things off. Any predictions from the chat here? Who do you guys think is gonna win? I see Jonas saying he thinks this one's gonna go to VRespawn. Both good teams. Ready. But he thinks VRespawn's got the edge here.
Here we go.
Anything else
excited
from the chat before we get started? 10 seconds to go in the stage finals. I mean, before the stage finals get started.
Kaz is gonna win. Yeah.
Hype.
They're calling. You already hear that Alpha D thinks Kaz is gonna win the Great Flamingo
Take your
race.
defensive positions.
And the Great Flamingo race has begun. VRespawn.
It's looking like.
Oh.
It's looking like it's Kaz. Coda called it. Alpha D called it. It goes to Kaz Naz. I think we all kind of saw that coming.
Who is qualified for the finals? Asks Dollar. Well, the teams that have qualified so far, number 1 was Impulse. Shout out to Impulse. Us. Number 2 was 4 for 4, and this is the Stage 3 finals. So
match starting
this is for the 3rd spot, and then
10,
LCQ, as Robo said,
9,
will be fighting for
8,
that final spot.
7,
next
6, 5.
Yeah, it'll be
4,
good. We've got double
3,
digits teams fighting
2,
for the 4th spot, so I think it's going to be some healthy competition. In any
Stop
case, we
the
are going to
payload.
see the first attack underway.
Here we go. We got 3 members of Alpha D stacking up, going over to that first structure over there. They are biding their time. 1 man on the payload, getting some distance in. Oh, they go back to the payload to intercept some offensive play there from Cruisin. Cruisin will take out Coda Circle, will go down himself. And that is going to be a good pick for Alpha Derezz. They've opened things up here. Cruisin's going to take a while to get back. Alpha Derezz capitalizing on their opening. They're taking out Vex with them. So it's going to be really good for Alpha D. So far taking up a lot of space. Have a bunch of members on the payload. They're getting some good speed going. 2 members pushing up more. The Novas taking up a lot of space. VRespawn kind of backing up now. They are on the retreat. Their heals coming out. Cruisin will find a pick on Coda though as he finally gets back. We have the stun going off, but no damage just yet. Oh man, lots of damage from those Novas coming in. Dual Game takes out Cass, Foos drops Cruisin, and Vex drops Whirl. So a bunch of trading going on, and finally Alpha D winning the bear side of that battle, and Dual Game is going to be holding on to that payload now, getting some more distance. And the last member of VRespawn is that Vidman there. He's going to have to contest or get out. He does decide to contest, but Dual Game is too quick, takes him down, and that's the first checkpoint. Almost, but the contest at the last moment. Oh no, Cruisin's going to take it out, and wow, that is a speedy checkpoint for Alpha Derezz there, Robo. What do you think of that?
Oh, that was really good. Vex tried to get in the phase, but Cruisin pressed a little bit too much W with him, and it kind of steamrolled from there. It looks like Alpha D was kind of pushing VRespawn in the back foot. They always usually had that advantage. They're always usually pushing that, so it's good to see. 3 minutes and 40 seconds is a ton of time to push this second point.
Delivery accelerated.
2 minute, great amount of time. Oh, the Nova stack boosting in for Alpha D gets punished by VRespawn though. Cruisin taking out a couple there, and VRespawn now pushing up into the tunnels, trying to win that numbers advantage, and they're going to wipe the rest of Alpha D, staggering out Coda and Dual Game. So a nice defensive hold there from VRespawn.
Vex still got his phase too, so he can do some weird strats. We're probably going to see him push real far forward like we're seeing right now. He's going to try and get some good damage, and we'll see if Alpha D's able to jump on him. Oh, they get him!
Grabs onto the stack. They do notice him, but not before Vex takes out Foo. So it's going to be a 3v3 here as the payload is moving on in the tunnels. VRespawn holding back, not pushing in yet, especially without Vex. Cruisin making his way up there though, decides not to go in. So a battle of patience here, and both teams chipping away with their ranged weapons. A lot of damage coming in from that meteor from both sides. Vex is finally back now. We'll see a team fight breaking out in just a bit. The deck goes in, Vex phases out, gets a bunch of damage, and VRespawn is going to capitalize on that. Vidman takes out Foos, and the rest of VRespawn is going to jump on Alpha Derezz. Vex taking out Coda. Dual Game taken down by Cruisin, and Vex taken out by Whirl there, but Kaznaz drops Whirl to refrag that one out, and VRespawn's going to be coming up on the upper side of that one too. So two holds in a row by VRespawn here, finally stabling things out.
Yeah, we also see Alpha D totally drained on resources. They have no tac mods, no ordinances. They will get those deaths back as they come back in, but they don't have them at the moment.
Payload mobilized. Payload
the next attack here, Alpha D, one onto the payload, gets deleted instantly. Next member falls too, and now we have 2 members left just feeding in, trying to spawn together as a team. VRespawn now solidly holding on the second point here.
Yep, both teams now have got everything. As I say, that Coda did burn a debt, so he won't have that. But for the most part, the teams are going to have a whole lot of resources. This next fight's going to be expensive and or bloody or both.
Yep, and here it goes. We have all members of Alpha D pushing up into the tunnel there on the right side. Cruisin takes out member Alpha D early. Dual Game will fall. Cruisin will fall himself though. Coda will fall too, so it's going to be the numbers advantage to VRespawn as Alpha D gets pushed into those tunnels, squeezed out into the open here, and Foos is the last member standing. He's going to have to run away. Vex will drag him out though. Yeah, he's going to take a while to get back, and the rest of Alpha D are already respawned, so they're going to have to decide, are they going to go in without Foos, or are they going to hold off? They decide to hold off though. What do you think of that choice?
I think that they need to wait for it. They really can't go into the 3v4, and Vex is getting a lot of damage. We see him going in, trying to get some picks, and mostly gets away with it, like we see right here.
Only a minute left for Alpha D now to push on the second checkpoint here. Cruisin pops the triple chill though, taking out Foos, Dual, and Coda, and Kaznaz will finish off Whirl there. He trades out, but that's going to be another hold for VRespawn. And this is a tricky point to hold too, the second point on Fission.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of value out of that phase.
What's going wrong for Alpha D?
I think the issue is they're just having a hard time trying to deal with Vex, but they do right there. They get the pick off. He doesn't phase.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a 4v3 here. They need to push in. They need to take all they can out of this before Vex gets back in. They are going a little slowly. They're finally pushing in here, trying to take the space. And VRespawn will clear out of the room. They know they are a man down. They're trying to stall out until Vex gets back.
They get an arc mine!
The heals come out.
The
arc mine goes up.
Vex is back!
He's done, and Vex is already back. Takes out Coda. Vidman will finish off Dual, and that is going to be another hold for VRespawn here on the second checkpoint. With only 10 seconds left. Are they going to be able to make it back in? We have Vex here just on camping, delaying all the reinforcements, and they're not going to be able to get in. That's going to be it. The second checkpoint hold for VRespawn here to start things off on Fission.
Yeah, that phase, you're getting a ton of value out of it from Vex. He's really good at being able to go in and getting some damage. And sometimes he doesn't even have to phase, because while they're busy looking at Vex, Cruisin comes in from the side and gets some more kills. We've seen that left, right, and center, like, just a whole lot. We're always seeing VRespawn playing really sneaky. We gotta throw. The team's gonna switch here, so give me but a moment to switch these overlays.
Yep.
And there we go.
Gonna
That
have
is
Take
not
Here we
Zod.
spawn on the
defensive
orange
positions.
Alpha D on the blue team this time. We have the Great Flamingo race underway here. Foos.
Am I gonna win?
Looks like
Don't
he's
you
all the
dare
way in
put
front
that
here.
on.
Oh, but number 36 is going to. Oh, that,
Oh.
you know what? Foos is in the back.
There we go.
Didn't have a good view on that. I don't even know who won. I want to say it went to
Second.
duel, but at the last second there, things got a little messy. We might have to review the tape, send it up to the booth.
We don't unfortunately
Right,
have a review booth yet. Maybe one day. But you never know. Season 2?
Match starting in 10, 9, 8,
Well,
7,
we have
6,
Alpha D
5,
on defense here. They really have to
4,
hold off the
3,
respawn.
2,
Yeah, let's
What?
see
Do
if
that.
they're able to make some use of Vex.
Stop
that
the
phase on
payload.
Attack.
Yep.
payload
Vex still running
mobilized.
that phase. They're going to boost in right onto the team, and Alpha is going to retreat, and the secondary reinforcements are going to come in. Oh, they're going to drop Kazaz, but Foos and Whirl are going to fall. Cruisin is going to kamikaze detonate himself, but that's a good trade there, as he's going to come
Delivery
back way quicker
accelerated.
than the rest of Alpha D. So VRespawn winning out that first battle there, having the numbers advantage, pushing that payload along. The next stack comes in after the respawns, and Vex is going to take out Coda, another pick. Huge for VRespawn, and they're gonna. Oh, Cruz is gonna equalize things here, taking out Cruisin, but he's gonna be back quickly. And Dual Game is gonna fall too, and that payload is almost at the checkpoint already. Vex is finally gonna
Payload
fall. The two
mobilized.
members of VRespawn on the payload here. It's just Whirl fighting.
Oh, Whirl
to stop that
C9s!
payload, and he missed the payload there. Oh no! He's floating away, and that's a C9, and VRespawn is gonna have that first payload there.
4 minutes to push just halfway into that
Payload
room. That's gonna
mobilized.
be interesting. You're seeing Vex be able to go all the way in. He's got that phase up. It's gonna be interesting to try.
Yep, as long as he has that phase, he doesn't have to worry about being pushed. He can just phase right out of there.
Oh,
he just
almost
jumped
got
up from
him.
behind, but is able to react. Oh, but Kaznaz does get taken down by.
Wow,
Dual
that was a
there,
shot.
and they'll find a food.
Vex is behind and
Yeah,
they don't
great
know.
Oh man. A lot of death coming out. Oh, Vex gets another pick on Whirl there. Will
Payload
finally get
return.
taken
Payload
down, but
mobilized.
payload still mobilized now, making a lot of space here in the tunnels. Kaz is gonna get a couple.
Running out of time.
He's gonna take out
It's
himself
just
too.
Foos.
So he's one of them. Foos is gonna.
They
fight
gotta
with Cruisin
contest.
there. Oh, they're gonna trade.
And that's
out.
too many.
Yeah,
There we go. That is the
Complete.
first map going to be
Attack squad
respawn
victory.
pretty convincingly.
Oh yeah, that was, they made great time on that. Alpha D kind of falling apart on that attack.
I think,
Second checkpoint, hard to defend.
If you ask me, I think it was because just the phase from Vex is really strange. Not a lot of teams play that, and that's really hard to deal with that. So both teams, like, this is a really new strategy, and teams really haven't had enough time to really think about it, sit down, and worry about how to go about it.
Well,
So-
what are we running? I thought you guys were all 3 heal.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Anyway,
I mean,
that
it's a
is
confusing play.
yeah, that is it for this map. While we are waiting for the next one, we'll throw it over to our sponsors. Thanks for watching, and stick with us.
This is Pitt, and he takes creating lenses pretty seriously. That's no surprise, because he has been creating innovative lenses and coatings for the German market since 10 years in his laboratory he started back in 2004.
Hi, and welcome back for the second match. Second map of today. It's still your Alloy announcer, and you're Dope. Say hello, Dope.
Hey, what's going on, guys? We are back for the second map. Oh, we got a capture map here.
Yep, Combustion. Give me
Combustion.
a moment while I fiddle with overlays.
Combustion is an intense map. We see a lot of Nova play out of a bunch of teams here in the ECFL. We also see Comets really pop off on this map, as there are some really long and clear sight lines here, especially from the point. The point being a really strong area to defend from, as it has that op smack in the middle, really easy to crab around for cover. So we see a lot of teams holding the point for sometimes the whole entire game. It's very hard to capture the point once it's not in your possession.
Yeah, 0 to 100s are not particularly common on Combustion, but they're not out of the way of impossibility. On the other capture point like Dyson, 0 to 100s are, and you rarely ever see them.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you want to send the ready ups, I think we're good to go.
We saw Alpha D having a hard time there on this first map. What do they have to do, Robo, to take the dub here, to tie things up?
That's a really good question. Honestly, what it looks like to me is that VRespawn is running 2 phase and a single long heal and 2 instas. So, like, their sustain is really low. Like, they're not really good at these long, drawn-out fights. They have to win these fights really quick, and that's what their comp is made about. The double Comets, double Nova is really good at getting the quick damage in as fast as you can, and ending the fights as fast as you can. And
yep.
We
also saw, I think on that first map, we saw Alpha D. Sometimes they just got a little payload happy, especially on the second point. They were just going to the payload. And I also remember seeing a couple of Nova stacks going in without their support weapons really going in with them. We saw the Nova stack boosting in and the support kind of boosting out, not really being able to peel for the first two. So without having that full team there fighting, it's very hard to win, especially against teams that are peeling with the phase. They're just waiting for you to go in so that they can back out and have their team counterattack on you. So it's really just like a mind game, really. Are you going to get baited in by the phase, or are you going to take the aggression to them? So we'll see which team really can best the other one here.
Yeah, we'll see. VRespawn loves Combustion, but we also saw Alpha Derezz do really well in Combustion against Sovereign Nation. So we'll see if they're able to make something happen here. Right now it is 1-0 in favor of VRespawn.
Prepare to capture the point.
Oh, here we go. Round starting. We're going to see VRespawn boost in here. One of the members will break off, go behind. The rest of them will go onto the hill area. Alpha D seems like their whole team went from behind. They are already on the point there, ready to meet VRespawn. The aggression comes out. Vex is going to have to pop his phase, but he will take out Foos before he goes down. But Vidman and Cruisin will both fall. So Alpha Derezz cleaning up VRespawn here in this earlier fight. Vex already popping his phase and will get staggered out here. And VRespawn being sent to spawn. Point still hasn't unlocked yet, though, so no progress yet, but Alpha D in a great position so far.
Point unlocking.
Yeah, we actually are going to see Alpha D use a ton of ordinances and stuff for that fight. But we also, I want to make note that Koda dropped Vidman. Vidman's a long-time Comet user. Koda slew the whole team picking it up, but he's been doing some great work with that.
Oh yeah, we've been seeing him some great plays this last game, especially too. And okay, VRespawn is coming in here contesting the point. Gonna take this one a little slowly as they cycle off, trying to get some damage in before they finally go in. And Foos is gonna be the first one to fall. Nice pick by Vex there. Whirl's gonna refrag out Vidman there, so it's gonna be a 3v3 here. Things getting messy on the point here. Both teams. Oh, we have a crash. It looks like Vex is out of the map. That is very sad. Not a very good time, especially when VRespawn was about to take things over. They got a pick. Down to hopefully be back soon. I know VRespawn, they just got new versions of Compass, I believe. So
yeah,
hopefully that is kicking in.
Well. Oh, and we see another great shot from Vidman right there.
And yeah, Alpha D holding on to the point here, 4v3. A little unfortunate. Hopefully Vex will find his way back into the map soon. We have Alpha D turning up the heat now, and they are pushing for it. It's not allowing VRespawn to take any space.
Oh, wow.
Wow, a nice attack coming in from Cruisin, taking out a double there. And Vid with a nice snipe there earlier too to throw things in their favor. And VRespawn is actually going to capture the point, and Vex will find his way back into the map. And things will be full strength here with VRespawn in possession, 20% against 63 to Alpha Derezz. Oh, a nice early pick onto Coda there is going to help them out in the rest of the engagement. Vex is going to pop his phase early, but he does have full health. He doesn't have to wait until his health comes back, so he can just unphase, get right back in there. And the point under contention now. 3 members of Alpha Derezz hiding behind the point. Oh, they will push out, take that space, but Kaznaz will find the pick onto Fuse. A nice snipe is going to open things up for them here. Cruisin throws in the dead, takes out dual game. The rest of the team just converging on that final member of Alpha Derezz, and World will finally fall. And that's going to be VRespawn flipping the point again in their favor.
Yeah, we're seeing VRespawn play super close and aggressive with those phases. They can basically spawn camp and get away with it with the phase shifts, and we're seeing take some advantage of that. But we're also seeing Alpha D push past both members once they phase. So.
Yep, let's see how they deal with Vex this time. They've been having such a hard time. Vex will get away again and slowing the attack here and getting 2 members low. They pull out a heal too, so a ton of value out of that one.
Exactly what they wanted from this. Look how slow this push is right now.
They're winning these mind games here.
There's so much progress.
Oh yeah, 100%. And slowing Alpha D already 90%, and dual game is gonna fall. Cruisin will fall as well. Fuse gets taken down by Vidman, and the 3v2 advantage here. Vidman's gonna take out Coda.
Looks like.
And now 97% of VRespawn. They've got to do something, but Alpha D
we
does
saw
not
a crash
get
on World at the very end right there.
Oh no, not a great time to crash. And VRespawn is gonna take that one. Wow, a really exciting turn of events, but a couple of crashes along the way.
The double phase playing super close up is a really interesting strategy, and I wonder how. My first thought about dealing with it is just to try and get past it as fast as possible. Try and ignore them, find a different way to go away. Try and go around them and ignore them. The thing is though, they're so split up and by themselves, where if you can boost past them, they're gonna be gone for a while, and if you can completely avoid them. Oh, we see a dropped insta heal there from Kaz.
Round 2. Oh no, the insta heal already out. Sometimes that happens. Yeah, okay, even strength now, and Fuse gets taken down, so it immediately goes. Oh, Cruisin with the double there, takes out dual game as well. Coda will refrag him out with his detonator though, and now it's going to be a 2v2 here on the point of 3v2 now. VRespawn is advantage, and they're going to be closing in on Alpha.
Coda hit a double, by the way.
With a nice snipe, with Kaz will snipe him right back, and will take out World as well. So VRespawn going to be winning out this initial fight here, but already the respawns from Alpha D are going to be on the point as soon as things unlock here. And Alpha Derezz in the turn event take the point.
Captured.
That was really smart of Kaz though, backing off and letting Alpha D take the point because he would have been out.
Oh, they got the pick. Oh, but VRespawn got a pick they wanted
with duel here. Yeah, and now Alpha D is pushing up, taking a really aggressive positioning here, forcing VRespawn to rotate it back around, but Vidman will pop his heal, and
World's going to town!
Oh, man, World takes out Cruisin and Kaz.
Oh, he almost gets another one, but Vid barrel stops him.
Vidman says no. Vidman very, very low though. He's got to get away or get back to his team. But Vex will run in, try and contest the point. VRespawn has not taken control of the point yet at all, and Vex will go down. So Alpha D holding on strong here, and VRespawn kind of staggering now.
Yeah,
with Vex falling
super hard.
Yeah, and Cruisin's gonna run in now. It's not looking too good for VRespawn. They are low health. Oh, but Cruisin will find the pick onto Coda. They might even flip the point here. Things are looking pretty messy. Kaz is gonna phase out. Vidman's gonna back off too, and Alpha D has not given up the point at all.
It looked really shifty there for a moment, but they got it in. But it looks like they're gonna get a pick here, and they're going in.
There's a nice opening pick from Vidman there, and Kaz will find another. Cruz is going to go down, but dual game will fall as well, and finally, VRespawn will take control of the point. Vex going back into his aggressive positioning. He does have his phase up, so he will be looking to use that when necessary, and he does have to pop it indeed, as Kaz will finish off Coda. Yeah, it was a good 2v1 there, and Alpha D is going to have to reset again, but they're going to have to wait a while before Coda gets back. So far, Alpha D winning with most possessions here. VRespawn finally taking some control here. Vex is going to have to back off, though. He doesn't have his phase. And Vidman with a nice revenge pick onto Foos there.
Man, Alpha D's the one who's staggering around now. Before it was a V.
Yeah,
now it's
Alpha
Alpha
D's
D.
kind of, yeah. Agreed. Cruisin did pick out World, though. So, yeah, Alpha D's going to have to reset again. But one of their members are still sniping away. They might get caught out and staggered again. Uh-oh. Is he going to get away? He's running to his team. Kaz is chasing after him. He's gonna get away. Kaz gonna let him back off.
Kaz is fighting over there, but two ID members are on the point.
Oh no! Yeah,
Point
see that's what happens if you push too far up, especially if you go from the back in the tunnels. You can get right up the front, and that's what happened. But a nice pick by Vex, and another by Vex. Yes, the double there, taking out Duel and Foos to help his team out. But he's gonna have to run away too, as the rest of Alpha D takes out Cruisin and the rest of his team. Kaz will check out World though. Oh man, and VRespawn's gonna hold on to it. A nice play by Vex and Kaz, is taking out World and Coda there. Uh-oh, Alpha D's kind of staggering again there. I don't know if they should have contested it right after they lost that.
Oh, and that
Maybe
might
they
be
would
the
have
match.
to reset or
round,
something, but that's it, yeah.
That's the map.
Duel and Foos will go into the map. They both get taken out, and that's going to be it.
Alpha D held that point for a really long time, but
Orange
VRespawn was really
Squad
good about
has
constantly
won the
contesting it
match.
for a good long while, and they were kind of cycling those phases there for. They were really good at like just staying away at long arm's reach, and they were really good at trying.
Yeah,
to
they
use
never
those phases and
overcommitted.
stuff.
Yeah.
I think a few times VRespawn did indeed overcommit. I think sometimes it just happened, but press a little bit too much W. But I think Alpha D could have taken advantage of those a little bit more, but again, this is a new strategy, and not a lot of teams have had a chance to really see it and figure out a counter strategy with it. So if you're playing against VRespawn in the grand finals, take notes. Dope, I can hear you scribbling away in your microphone over there. Anyway, while we are waiting for our next map, and possibly the final one, we will throw it back to our sponsors once more.
This is Pitt, and he takes creating lenses pretty seriously. That's no surprise, because he has been creating innovative lenses and coatings for the German market since 10 years in his laboratory he started back in 2004.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We're back for our third map here. It's your friendly neighborhood gamer, Super Dope here. I'm joined by my fellow teammate and the cameraman here this time, and Alloy announcer, Robo Creator in the house.
Hi, I have a lot of titles. They're also kind of long.
Bunch of titles, but all precious.
That one was close.
And yeah, we got Dyson here. It's another capture point map. This one, very controversial, especially in the ECFL this season so far. We've seen a ton of Nova play. Well, nothing new. We've seen Nova play on every map, but especially on this map, because the spawn times are very, very short.
Atrocious.
You do not have the payload. And so we've seen a bunch of really aggressive just runs at the point constantly. I do expect to see something like that again today.
Anyway, guys, I think we should send the ready ups and we are ready to go. This is, right now it is 2-0 in favor of VRespawn. If AD wants to have a chance of taking this, they have to win the next 3 maps in succession in order to win. I can speak. So we'll see if they're able to pull this off. This is their map pick, actually. The combustion was their map pick as well. They might have agreed on Fission, or maybe VRespawn picked it. I don't know. Both teams actually enjoy Fission as far as I'm aware.
Blue squad, ready.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
We got Alpha D readying up. So VRespawn has 2 map wins already. They just need 1 more to clinch their qualification here in this
Orange
stage final. So
ready.
Alpha D, they gotta win this, otherwise.
Oh, we
this is
see the phases coming in late. They used them in pre-match scrimmage and they don't get reset.
Oh no.
Oh, they'll get them back by the time the round starts, though.
We have Dyson here, about to kick off.
Prepare to capture the
putting on his
point.
controllers, getting ready to enter the map.
He's playing Meteor this time instead of Comet as he's wanting to do.
VRespawn does like to use the Meteor on this map, as you can splash the deck and get a lot of value out of that. We see them moving on to the point here. Alpha Derezz has not entered the map yet.
Based on
They,
their
are
progress
probably
from
looking.
like how they played on against Sovereign, they usually wait until the point is actually unlocking before actually attacking.
Yeah, that's what they did last game. So they're probably just, you know, peeking at VRespawn on the map right now, just getting a sense of where they are,
Point
figuring out what they need to do.
Locking in. 5, 4,
Yep, they're
3,
just chilling.
2,
And here they
1.
go. Coming into
Capture
the tunnel
the
side
point.
here. They're gonna have to be pushing in from the junction area. VRespawn's rest getter out. They know where Alpha Derezz are. They will capture the point first though here. So if they die, they're gonna take
Oh, we're
a
getting
little
some
longer to get back
picks.
here. An initial picks coming out from VRespawn side, taking out Whirl and Coda, but Cruzen is going to fall on the side of VRespawn. Duel is going to fall as well, and that is... Oh, Vex goes down too, so those picks for Alpha Derezz are going to help them out here in this next fight, as long as they get in quickly and move.
There goes the front line for
again,
VRespawn. Cruzen's coming back, but it'll be... Oh, he'll get back in time.
Alright, so Alpha Derezz, they're stacking up here, boosting in, but already, they took a little too long. VRespawn already on their way back. They're going to be back in at the same time as Alpha Derezz. Kaznav will find the pick on his unit there. A nice meteor shot. Whirl and Duel both going down. The double kill there by Vex. Nice play with the detonator. And now the final member, Coda, is going to fall. And VRespawn with 45% already here on Dyson.
Yeah, that was really good. Again, we're seeing the phases come in clutch with Kaz and Vex and stuff. We're seeing AD being forced off into single positions. We can see Vex coming in from the back. He's always been an avid flanker, even during the ESL season long ago. So he's continuing that tradition with phase instead.
Oh, and he gets the opening pick on Duel Game there. Gets refragged out by Foos, but Foos will find another onto Cruzen before he takes himself down with his own detonator. Nice kamikaze play by Foos there. And we have some contested going down on the point. Two members of VRespawn cannot kill the Crabbing Nova. That is, who is that under there? I think that's Whirl. And Foos is going to chase away the final member there of VRespawn. And that's going to be the first time that Alpha D has captured the point so far on this map.
Point contested.
Having to run away there, getting chased off by Kaznaz's meteor. But two members, the Novas of Alpha D, are going to push Kaz away. He's going to pop his face.
That's coming in once again. AD not watching
from
those
behind.
flanks.
Yeah, they were not watching the back door there. Coda Fluth will fall. Kaznaz finds the pick on Duel Game. Vex gets another on Foos, but Foos will trade him out before he goes down. So now it's a 1v1, a 2v1 on the point. Excuse me. Cruzen is going to... Oh! Kaznaz takes out Whirl. Cruzen going down real low in the process, but VRespawn with 90% already. Alpha D, they have to move. VRespawn, they can't really contest. Cruzen is 1 HP. He still throws his body at Alpha D, and it's just enough because they cannot get in time.
Victory.
That's going to go to VRespawn, 100% to 15.
Yeah, VRespawn is, or sorry, VRespawn is getting a lot of those great flanks in. Vex is coming in from the behind almost every single time, and AD just isn't watching those back angles, and he gets doubles and all the time with it, and it's kind of crazy. We could pull up his stats here in just a second. We see 8 kills with only 3 deaths, along with 3 assists on top of that. So he's doing a ton of work, and he's getting away with it with almost every single time with that phase of his. He gets in, gets 1 or 2 kills, and he's gone. And Alpha D can't do anything about it. We'll see if
we have Alpha D entering the map earlier this time, a little different than they usually do in the tunnel area here. Taking a pull out of Impulse's book here. They're in the tunnels. They're going to fight off Vex here. They're going to get the pick, but they did use a couple of, and the heal too in the process, a bunch of Pac-Mon, so they're going to be a little dry here on the next fight. Kaznaz will go down with his own meteor shot, and Duel will find a pick on Cruzen too. So there's going to be one member, I think that's Vidman. He's going to have to back off and reset with the rest of his team. The Alpha Derezz there on the point. They
have a ton of ordnances for that. Look, at this point, it's going to unlock, and AD's going to have next to nothing for this.
Oh, that phase goes off right away though. That is not going to help.
Oh, they do get a pick. That's really good.
Yeah, Kaznaz goes down. That early phase, it kind of put VRespawn at a disadvantage there, as it just became a 4v3 instantly. Kaz is going to go down. Cruz is going to fall as well. Cruz is going to fall, but Foos fell as well. So VRespawn can capitalize on that pick. Duel Game also goes down, so if VRespawn moves quickly, they can get in quicker than Alpha Derezz can, and they can put the point and the numbers in their advantage. It looks like they're going to do that. They're going to contest the point here. Cruzen's going to get an early quick pick onto Coda there, a nice play with that Nova. Whirl's going to refrag him out, and it's going to be a 3v2 here on the point as the respawns from VRespawn getting quicker than the ones from Alpha Derezz, with the point not in their favor, and they're going to flip it. 27% to 1 there. What do you think of that offense there from VRespawn and capitalizing on those times?
I think it was really good. I think that's just the normal Dyson thing, is to just capitalize on spawn advantage, which makes me kind of sad that there's it's part of strategy. Still, we'll see if AD's gonna be able to make something of it. They, after all, did get over 30%, and they're gonna get a pick. Oh, that's really good.
We saw the early phase come out there, but Vex gets picked off right as it ends. A nice pick by Dual Game there is going to open things up for Alpha Derezz. Vex is going to take a while to get back with those spawn times, but Alpha D will flip the point early. VRespawn, let them do that, I think.
Oh, Kaz gets dropped, a massive stagger.
Oh no, but Kaz's going to fall too, so Alpha D holding on to the point here. They're going to have to slow things down just a bit. You see VRespawn splitting up a lot, trying to get some different...
Vex is getting ready to go on that flank of his again.
Yeah, Vex going in through the tunnels. He is noticed though. He's gonna have to back off a little bit, and he popped his face as well. He's getting chased out over there by 2 members of Alpha D. They're just camping his body, but the rest of VRespawn is getting picked on the point. Coda and Fuz are both down. Finally,
that was a poor decision, I think. 2 members of AD.
Yeah, but VRespawn already has taken the point, so Vex just a distraction.
Oh, and AD once again not watching this flank angle.
The corners. And Cruisin will take out Whirl, a nice pick. Dual Game will refrag him out, pop his heal, and now the fight breaks out on the point again. It's the 3 members of Alpha D here on the point. They're going to chase out the rest of the VRespawn and finally flip the point too. So VRespawn's going to have to reset, but an impressive turn of events here. It's 64% to Alpha Derezz.
Now we're seeing AD doing a pretty good job of getting picks on just members of VRespawn, and VRespawn's forcing to back off. It looks like their comp is really hard at pushing with just 3. They have to have all 4, or at least most of them. If they lose 1 member, it kind of screws them up. But again, a flank coming in. They're not watching it. Oh, they do get a pick though.
Cruisin will take out Fuz. Dual Game will take out Cruisin though. So Dual Game always there to clean things up right after the flank comes in, and Whirl will find a pick on Vex. So Alpha D holding this point now pretty well. Dual finds another pick on Kaz there, and Whirl's gonna finish out Vidman. So Alpha Derezz taking round 2 here on Dyson.
I know that game. How do we finish this in arena?
This is insane so far. Alpha Derezz, they definitely are not giving it to VRespawn easy here. They want this to go at least to game 4.
With him not playing.
So we'll see what happens here on round 3.
Yeah, we saw AD was doing a little bit better about killing Vex and Kaz, like when they had phase and when they didn't. Like maybe Vex and Kaz were just failing those phases, but we saw all the time that Vex would try and phase away and they'd finish him off just after, or they'd ignore the rest of his team, they'd crunch on it, and then Kaz would be forced to phase, maybe 2 phase members, and then they just crunch on the rest of them. So they were doing a decent job of kind of snowballing when VRespawn was losing that firepower.
Round 3 underway here. Vex gets an early pick onto Coda there. We saw Alpha D going into the map a little earlier too also right away. So we have Vex getting a second pick before he goes down, taken out by Whirl, and we have 3 members of VRespawn against 2 of Alpha D. They are pressed into this junction area here. Dual pretty low, Whirl low as well. They pop the heal, so both of them are going to be healed up just a little bit. And Dual is going to push back in here. The point
that's a great shot by
Dual to get taken down. So it's
another shot
here. As Coda falls as well. Point unlocks, and 2 members of Alpha D, they're going to have to escape or do something. Kaz will get taken out by his own meteor shot, and Fuz will fall as well. So with that pick that Alpha D got on Kaz, they can move in quickly and take advantage of it. We'll see if they decide to do that, but already 20% to the respawn here.
Point contested.
Oh, Alpha D does move in quick. Yeah, they start contesting the point
Vex
here.
Has left his entire team behind.
And another on Cruisin. Vex is behind, but he wasn't there to help the front lines on the point, or his back lines, really, his range weapons. Cruisin and Vidman both down now. Kazna is down as well. Nice double there by Dual Game. And Vex is just going to try and hold things off here.
Look at Coda, look at him go! Oh, he gets away, he gets away. You can see his arms just moving. AD's been known to actually bait out Coda Sleuth, even if he doesn't have phase, so like they force kill him and they still control the point. Like, look at all this. AD's all over the place,
all
but
the
so is
going on outside the point. Yeah, no one's putting any pressure on the point here. The point not being contested until finally they get on for just a minute. They're gonna have to run away after being chased off by Dual Game. The phase is popped. Oh, and Vex will take down Dual Game. So finally, VRespawn able to take the numbers advantage here. They will flip the point, but not before giving almost 40% to Alpha Derezz.
Yeah, I think that was really interesting. AD was just sacrificing their members all over and sat one on their point. And then VRespawn was like, okay, we'll take those picks. And AD was just about dancing around, wanting them to go for those picks and just not giving to them. and VRespawn just didn't fight. And once again, Vex is
again
phasing.
gets some more stall out of Alpha Gear as they're not able to take him down before the phase comes out. And 30
Both phases out.
54% here. The phase is done,
Vex
but
goes
they are
down.
just
Coda got him.
finally.
That was a great shot.
They find another pick, and finally it's a 4v2 here on the point. It looks like Alpha D is going to find it. They flip the point, and they take out Vidman as well. One member of VRespawn is going to have to back off. It doesn't look like Alpha D is going to put the pressure on. He's a little too far away for the.
And we're gonna see VRespawn's actually drained dry for this one. Both teams are. So this is gonna be either a long fight. VRespawn's actually gonna get it all right now. They're up. All the teams are.
Yep, they're moving in, getting some splash with that meteor. It's definitely them pin those Novas back just a bit. They put some presence on the point here just to contest and deny some progress. Vidman finds the pick on World. That's what they're looking for. Oh, the picks just line themselves up after it. Both drop. And Vex will fall as well, but not before VRespawn is able to flip the point.
Yeah, AD is still
75%.
super close though. This next couple pushes, this next push or so is
it's coming into
crucial for
1-2
AD.
team fight range here. Alpha D's got to move quickly. They decide to all go in
They've got
together.
the heals.
From
They've got the sustain. Let's see
tunnels
if they're...
here. This is it. This is a
The
big
phase
fight
is already
here.
popped early on in
Pushing
this fight.
VRespawn. Yeah, we see the heals coming out from both teams.
Cruising gets first pick. That's a lot of their sustain
There
gone.
it is.
Another one.
Oh, well, with the double kill there. Oh, this is so good for Alpha D. This is exactly what they were looking for. They're gonna flip that point with the full wipe.
VRespawn still got time to come back for it though. There's still plenty of time.
Yep. They got. Well, time is not plenty of time. 85% already. They're gonna have to try and stagger things out here.
Oh, it's not looking so good.
Yeah, Cruz is gonna take out Cruz. Their nice kill. Dual game's gonna retry out.
Oh, and maybe I changed my mind. Maybe it'll come back.
Oh no! They're doing it. Vidman having to run here. He's got a ranged weapon. He's not.
VRespawn is
range here. They're just pushing him hard. He cannot be killed though. The respawns are gonna come back soon.
Both
Vidman
teams
is killing all this time. They can't kill him. The respawns are already back to respawn. Wow, that was really impressive.
And we're gonna see it.
But it's
I
not
think
gonna
that might
work
be
out.
it. I think that might be it. I think that's the map.
93% here. I don't know if the respawns will come back in
No,
time.
they
And
won't.
that's it.
And AD will take Dyson.
Blue squad.
We are going to
won
see a
the
map
match.
4 at least.
Yeah, map. Well, this
Ah,
I like your guys'
2-1
face.
right
It's
now with
actually
AD.
stop.
Cycle.
Stop it.
Vidman, the assist man, 27 assists and 6 kills. I'm just gonna kind of
GG.
cycle through all these different stats.
I think it works really well on everything except this map.
Oh, I don't get a chance to see them all. But while we are waiting for the next map, we'll throw it back to our sponsors. On to map 4 we go.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Your friendly neighborhood gamer, Super Dope here, back with Alloy announcer, Robo Creator, and we are here for map 4. It's going to be Surge. Payload map. Last map, Alpha D. They showed that they were not ready to give up this game. They won it. And they won. They won 2-1 in the third round. So we have Surge. We are here. And it's going to be an exciting one. Any predictions from this one, Robo? I mean, Alpha D, they were starting to deal with that phase from Vex.
Yeah, it started to seem like they were getting better at it. I still don't know if they're that was a capture point map after all, and this is a payload map, which is an entirely different beast. So whether they can figure out a way to deal with it on payload specifically is entirely another thing. Still, they did extremely well on Dyson towards the end. I think they kind of popped off. So if we can send the ready-ups, I believe we can get this next and possibly final map underway, as it is 2-1 in favor of VRespawn. If they win this next one,
I love you, Robo.
Aw,
I
thanks.
don't. Wait, no, I do. I love you too.
Aw, thanks, guys.
Wow.
They don't love you, Dope. They love me.
Oh, man.
That's
All
okay.
right, who's
okay.
gonna win the Great Flamingo race?
Yeah, it's a great question, Coda.
What do you
My
guys
bet
got
is on
money
Kaz,
Well, don't
honestly.
do it yet. Hang on.
And anyway,
Defense
yeah,
squad
right
ready.
now it is 2-1 in favor
All
of
right,
VRespawn.
here we go.
So we'll see how it's gonna go.
Attack squad ready.
I hope to see a map 5.
Cruising uncontested here in this Flamingo. Oh, that was the fake Flamingo race.
Yeah, that was the
Okay.
fake Flamingo race. That's why it was uncontested. 'Cause it's not real.
The real Flamingo race. About to begin.
My bet's on
My money's
Kaz.
on cruising though.
My bet's on
Kaz.
Kaz.
Take your defensive position.
They're waiting. They're launching together. They
fucking
can't get the
launch.
boosts.
They're
That's
just
on.
trying to knock each other off.
That's
there. That
on
was kind of
camera, boys.
big brain.
That's on camera.
And
Oh, you're right.
no,
Cruising one.
Cruising, my boy.
It's
Takes
Cruising.
gold. That was pretty close, but hey up.
I'm very sad. Okay. I owe you $1 echo dollar, whatever that comes out to. Do you know what?
Oh, for real? That's like
Do you know what an echo
at
dollar
least
is?
Match
10
starting
Bitcoin.
in 10,
It's at least 10
9,
pulsar coin. I
8,
think, whatever that means.
7, 6, 5, 4,
Okay, so we
3,
have the setup here
2,
on
1.
VRespawn. Pretty standard
Stop
position here.
the
Couple of
payload.
them. Right up. Oh, they're
Payload
pushing in a little
mobilized.
further
Interesting
here.
to see
Yeah, this is
Vex
where they.
farther in the
accelerated.
back,
Yeah.
even though he has phase. They're pushing the
No,
members
he's
out
gonna move up
phase
a little bit. I think he was just there
Accelerated.
for that initial threat scan to make it
Delivery
seem like they weren't
accelerated.
in such a forward positioning. But he's gonna inch his way forwards here.
Delivery accelerated.
And they're
Delivery
giving. It seems like they're
accelerated.
gonna give Alpha Derezz a little bit of space here
Delivery
before they decide
accelerated.
to begin their attack. They're probably just looking for some chip damage, trying to get some
Payload
opening there with the
mobilized.
meteor.
Oh,
Kaz
Vex
now's
goes
running
in.
that meteor there. Oh, there they go, and Vex finds that first pick onto Fooz. Kaz will find another with
Alpha
that
D is
direct
just kinda
onto dual
letting
game.
themselves be
Payload
boxed
returning.
in here.
Yep, they're playing a little too slow. Maybe they're just
Payload
like
mobilized.
trying to take this progress little by little. They
Look,
did get the
Cruisin',
payload
we're seeing you
almost to the end
fumble
of the
this
first
detonator.
room.
I'm getting it on camera just to make fun of you for this later.
Cruising,
returning.
gotta take that. Oh,
looks
maybe
like it
that's
might
not
be
his
bugged.
detonator. He can't grab it though. Unfortunate. Hopefully that deck gets exploded so that
That
he
was
can use his
Cruisin's
ordnance.
deck.
Otherwise,
It's cooldown.
yeah, it may be locked out the entire match. That'd be a little unfortunate if he can't use it,
It's coming
especially
back.
so early into this round.
And we can see Alpha
We'll
D
see.
getting ready to play a little bit faster.
And finally
Oh,
the stack comes
wow!
in. Cav with a nice meteor shot takes out Whirl and Duel, and Coda will fall shortly after. Fooz finally finds that opening pick onto Vex that might help out Alpha D just a little bit if they can capitalize on that before Vex makes it back from his longer spawn time. But
They
we'll
gotta make
see.
something
Alpha
count. They gotta
Derezz,
make it count.
all 4 of them are back.
Payload
Vex is
mobilized.
still not back yet. So if they can move quickly, they can take this 4v3 advantage. They are kind of just
Payload
pinching
mobilized.
this
We got a
payload
double
along
stack
here.
waiting
Vex,
for an opening, and they're
look at
going in.
this Rant. Vex is on his way back. He's gonna make it in time though. Vex is already back here in the fight, and
I think
that
they're a
takes
little bit
Foos.
slow on
Yeah, a
making
little too
it.
slow on that.
Back something.
Foos is gonna drop too. Duel now. Yeah. So Cruisin falls. So they have the same chance, right? It's a 4v3 again. If they move quickly, they can take it. But if they're too slow,
They gotta
Cruisin's gonna
move
get back,
faster,
and they're
though.
gonna
They
run to
gotta
that
make advantage of
4v4.
it now. It looks like they're going in together. They're gonna try and pick a target.
Yeah. The boost comes out.
Oh,
so
they
much
get pick
damage,
on
but they
Vex. That's
move
big. They get a
too.
second.
Finally, yeah, they get those picks. Those are going to be good for them here as they finally make a move. No one on the payload yet. They're looking for those picks. That's pretty
Wow,
good to
they're
do,
kinda
but
turning it around a little bit.
Cruisin off there, taking out
A
Whirl and
triple.
Coda, and another. Wow, so
That's
the
a really
respawn
long fight.
holding
We're actually
strong.
already seeing
Payload
VRespawn spawn
mobilized.
back. The opening picks not coming into effect.
30 seconds
And Rebel,
remaining.
30 seconds left too. This is an incredible hold so far. Alpha D unable to get the payload out of that first room here. They are running out of time. They have to do something. Finally, they take out
Payload
Cruisin. One of them
mobilized.
fall too, so it's the 3v3 here. But VRespawn, they're just
Oh,
not
more
giving up the
picks!
official advantage. Oh man, VRespawn are popping off here on
10,
defense. They're
9,
playing this very safe
8,
too with their positioning. They're not
payload
overextending
returning
until the rest of them are
5,
all grouped up together.
4,
So
3,
5 seconds
2,
left. It doesn't look
that
like
is
Alpha
it.
D is
That's
gonna
it.
make it. That is an
Round
impressive
complete.
hold from VRespawn, and they just have to push it to there, and they win. That's it. That's not looking too good for Alpha D, Robo.
It's not looking too good for Alpha D, but we've seen some crazy stuff before, but even that seems a little bit much.
Yep, they have to pull out a miracle here. They have to hold VRespawn up until that spot right there in the
And
front.
especially with the spawn advantage not in their favor, with like basically if you die on attack, as soon as you hit that war room table, you're good to go.
Take your defensive
Yep.
positions.
Once VRespawn just gets 1 or 2 picks, it's over for them, really.
AD
So-
basically cannot die for a full 3 minutes. We are seeing Coda
Stranger
Super-
things have happened, but yeah, advantage
game
definitely to VRespawn here.
Bullshit.
Duel game here, uncontested in the Flamingo race.
Still game, we're going all the way
So
back.
we'll see. Yeah,
He's gonna
maybe
try
he's
and
changing
lap-
his
he's
weapon
trying
or
to
something.
lap his teammates, I think.
Match starting in.
No, it looks like he's
10,
switching out for
9,
a different
A meteor.
gun.
AD is going to
Or
triple
6,
meteor single
5,
Nova.
4,
Looks like they're gonna try
3,
and play this at arm's
2,
reach. Try and stay away
1.
from all those Novas. I'm not sure
Yep.
if
Stop
triple
the
meteor is
payload.
the answer to that.
Payload mobilized.
Well, they gotta try something, right? Alpha D pulling out all the stops here as the round is underway. The boost comes in from VRespawn, and will they find the pick? They just need a couple of picks, and this should be pretty easy for them. But Duel game will
That is
shut
a
down
pick
Cruisin's
they
team. Will fall too, though. Uh-oh. Not too good for Alpha
Oh,
D.
another
As that
one.
Oh no, and Duel and Foos is down too. Vex gets taken out, but that payload is already halfway to the destination.
Push me then,
with no one
fuckers.
contesting it. They've
Oh
gotta jump on
wow,
that
good being toxic on stream.
demanded looting.
That's
We're
it.
going to push through, and that is going to be it.
Round complete.
Stage finals to the
Attack squad
respawn,
victory.
3-1.
Well,
And that is a 3-1
Yep.
victory, yeah. It be like that
Pretty
sometimes.
great gameplay from both
Yeah.
sides. Yeah, I mean, that was an incredible stop there on that first checkpoint. VRespawn really showing their dominance and why they deserve to win that stage finals. Alpha D played a great game too, taking that Dyson map. Really impressive work. But VRespawn playing an incredible game with Echo Combat too.
These 3 winners. Yeah.
Let's
Max quit on stage 1 and 2.
Congratulations to both teams.
bad back.
Well, I didn't mean.
Yeah,
Both teams
GG's
being
to both
pretty good
teams.
sports
You
fans.
shouldn't have chose Dyson, and maybe I would have picked. You know, maybe I would have played Arena.
Man,
You had to bait me, dude.
we got debated. In any case, I will
Will is like
pull
no.
us out of the game here for a moment. So next up is the LCQ dope. So that'll be interesting to see. So tell us more about the LCQ.
Yep, next week we're going to see all the teams that have not yet qualified face off in a single elimination, sudden death tournament. It's going to be best of 5 matches, just like you saw here in the stage finals. And the winner of the LCQ will secure the final spot in our stage finals, the grand finals, excuse me. So it'll be really exciting to see, and may the best team win.
Yeah, so right now our teams qualified are Impulse, 4 for $4, and now, as you just all saw, VRespawn. So this has been your Alloy announcer, Robo Creator, and your friendly neighborhood gamer, Super Dope.
Yo.
And we will have more games for you in the following weeks. Stick with us. There'll be some more announcements tomorrow when we release the schedule, anyway, the first round of our single elimination, as well as some further announcements for other things. In any case, I hope you stick with us for the rest of the season. Toodaloo.
Thanks for watching.